Notifications are out. I think we're good to go. So, quick recap. So, this is the Drunk Master Mutant Challenge. Like I said, this is where I took a black belt profession specifically so that I could take the Zui Quan drunken boxing style martial art, and then we took the drunken master trait to go with it, and I also took illiterate as a major handicap. I like to try to take at least one in the traits section when I go heavy trait playthroughs to make things interesting or more challenging. So illiterate means I can't read, I can't learn skill up XP from books, I can't use recipes out of books, and I can't use computers. So some pretty major effects in my normal gameplay that I'm having to adapt around. In addition, we are a fiend for mutating, so our black belt had achieved physical perfection in his standard human form, and he's decided to exceed that, and so now he's going to try to mutate his way to enlightenment. So we have made a lot of effort to get our vehicle upgraded enough, and last time we played, we finally got the chemistry station located. We tracked down a mobile meth lab, ripped the chemistry station out, got it installed in our vehicle, and we've been mass producing mutagens, and every time we go to sleep, I usually drink 4 or 5, somewhere around there, 3 to 5 usually, to see what happens. So you can see what our current list looks like, and we've had some ups and some downs, mostly ups by quite a good margin, so we're ahead of the curve, but we've got a few things we have to be a bit careful of, and unfortunately we lost one of the really good ones towards the end of last episode. But it was traded for something else that I think we'll find pretty valuable, so I'm not too unhappy about it. We'll kind of go down the list here in a second. But that's kind of the main character focus. We do have some skills. We started with unarmed, melee, and dodge of 8. And you can see we've managed to get unarmed to 9. And that is after... which one was it? I always forget. There we go. We're at 2,313 kill count. Almost all of which were in hand-to-hand melee combat. So... that's an awful lot of kills to get one skill level in unarmed combat, but that's the way it's going to work. So this list is pretty extensive already, and we're on day, what is that, 14, 28, 38, we're on day 40 so of our playthrough. So we're on autumn day 12, just about headed into winter, and swoops back to the character sheet real quick. So that's kind of where we're at. We picked up a few other skills the hard way. We actually have to do things. We have to craft and build and so on to raise our skills in any of them since we can't read. So that's why it's a little slower going than most often I'm used to. Alright, let's kind of review our traits and mutations real quick. So carnivore is one we picked up somewhat recently. Just means we got to eat lots and lots of meat to eat. So we can work our way around that. It's not proving too big a problem. Deaf, Drunken Master we know about. Durable we've picked up. That's a big one we gained recently. 30% bonus to all of our hit points. So that's huge. So that I'm extremely happy about. Then we also got Extremely Strong, which has jacked our strength up by 4. So that combined with some other strength increasing ones has really, really raised our strength. So that's where some of these numbers are coming from. Fangs we still have. That's doing lots of extra damage in combat when I don't have my gas mask on. Fleet-footed is great. We lost our Roadrunner, unfortunately. So I hope we get that back eventually. But for now, we're down to fleet-footed. Fluffy Tail for increased balance is good. Heat Dependent is having a bit of an issue. So ambient temperature is slowing us down a bit. You can see the effect up here. So Cold-Blooded, we're losing 6% of our speed because of that. But even with that, Quick is more than compensating for it, so they're offsetting each other, which is nice. We have high night vision now. That's awesome. So that gives us really, really good in-the-dark night vision. We started off with no night vision, and it was a bit of a struggle. I usually take night vision on most of my characters, but now we've got high night vision, which I think is the best it can get, so super happy about that. We are inconveniently large. It didn't cause us to rip out of our clothes or anything like that. Gave us some strength points, some armor points, and has thrown our balance off. So we've got some encumbrance on our torso and arm that's permanent. Insect wings we got back, so we've got our get out of jail free card. We can pop those things on and just buzz our way out of a fight if we need to. Long fingernails, if I stop wearing gloves, they can do an additional amount of damage, just like the fangs, but I'm not sure I'm ready to do that. Mental pheromones, don't really care. Pain resistance, good. Quick is good. And quills is another one we picked up recently. This is an upgraded upgrade, so a second level or so. whenever we get hit on an uncovered body part, we can deal damage to them, significant damage, and it gives us some protection, some bash, cut, and heat protection. Robust Gen X we started with to help us get all these good traits. Robust Lungs is helping us recover our stamina and breath quicker, and also we have Lungs Fit for Roaring. Not real sure what that does specifically, but we might try it sometime. Sleek Scales is the one I'm most excited about. This is pretty much what we traded our Roadrunner for. A set of very flexible and slick scales is grown to cover your body. These act as weak natural armor, so again we get bash, cut, acid, electric, and heat protection, improve your ability to swim, and make you difficult to grab. So that anti-grab is really nice, but then notice it says mostly reduces wet effects and dampens electricity. Yay! Probably the one thing that's been hurting me the most as I travel around towns and such is shock zombies. So anything that's going to dampen that electrical damage, I am all for. So that wasn't too bad a trade for the Roadrunner. We're smelly, don't really care. Snarling voice, no big deal. And that's about it. Very light sensitive. So it's not quite the your skin burns in the sun thing. It's the one below it. So I hope we don't get the next one up. This one does lower our stats when we're out in a sunny day, but our stats are fairly high because of all the other bonuses, so I'm not really noticing it much. So really, that's it. So we've mostly traded a couple of our good ones for a couple of other semi-good ones, but all in all, very, very positive. Alright, so looking at our inventory, mostly a mishmash. We haven't done any crafting of inventory. We've just been using whatever we can find, so it's mostly a combo of soldier gear, firefighter gear, leather pants, things like that. I just pick up the stuff as I see it, and we try to keep a supply if I lose something. We do also have a supply of artifacts, both the randomized ones as well as some specialty ones. Just tons and tons of stuff. I haven't actually... I probably should have taken a look at our inventory again before I restarted just to remember everything I've got access to, but not going to do that right now. Alright, I think I've got some mutagen ready. Yeah, we've got 10 mutagen doses in a gallon jug sitting in the basket right here, so we don't need to cook any of that up. Take a look at our map. Alright, so here's our status. We had to move away from our original starting area because of save game corruption. Our game crashed while it was saving the game and the map got kind of messed up. So we've gone on a long trip to a new area, and this is the new big city that we're kind of camped out near. We're sitting right here next to this evac shelter, and my decision is, do I take a rollerblading trip into the town with our newfound skills and abilities, making it hopefully even safer and easier than previously? Or the other big possibility is hopping into this ice lab right here. Unfortunately, I'm having a terrible time finding regular labs. Everything I find so far lately has been ice labs and hell labs. Can't even come close to doing a hell lab. And the other ice lab we found recently had a Shoggoth on the first floor. So, yeah, we're not going back there again. So this is the only lab that I found relatively close that I can get to. And we'll just have to deal with the gold. That's not too far off, just north of me a bit. We could get there in just a minute or two of travel in our vehicle. So I kind of have to decide what we're going to do here. I hadn't really thought about it and come to a decision after taking my break. I streamed like 5 straight days of this last week. So I kind of let my mind rest on this particular series until right now. So if you guys have any preferences, let me know in chat what you think we should do. We're sitting pretty good for equipment. The vehicle is doing awesome. I just need to get this one thing replaced right here. I managed to smack into a building and rip off this one ram or spike assembly. So we're going to get that fixed. Other than that, I need to get mechanics to 5 so I can finish up a few more changes I'd like to make to the vehicle. But otherwise, the vehicle's awesome. Really, really liking this modded security van. It's doing a really good job for us. Ideally, I just need about 2/3 of a level in mechanics to get me mechanics 5, and that will pretty much finish off everything I want to do in the near term for the vehicle, which is install a UPS, recharging station, modify a few tools once I get a few more electronics points, to help out with our battery supplies. And that's about it. Other than that, vehicle is pretty much exactly the way I want it. We've got our chemistry lab, we've got our welding kit so I can repair it on the fly whenever I need to. It's proving to be really, really valuable and useful. Okay, of note on my inventory, I do have my Ring of Unknown Shadows that I'm wearing, and that is increasing my int by 4 and protecting my mind from foreign influences. I haven't noticed or seen a negative consequence off of it, so if it has one, I haven't been able to figure out what it is. I do have a leather jacket, some kind of leather armor that has some abilities as well. It supposedly makes me invisible, but I've had pretty bad luck with being invisible in it, as well as it has a random teleport chance. So that one I'm not going to put on and use typically, but we might come upon sometime. We're going to take a look at it and take a use. That electric artifact you have can have the ability to make you immune for electric damage. I'm trying to remember which one that was. The electric teardrop? We might be able to grab that and drag it around with us. What I might do is we'll take that teardrop with us, and then we'll go on a roller skating run through the town and see how that reacts. Between the teardrop and my natural, newly acquired, not immunity, but resistance to electrical damage, I want to go locate a shock zombie or two and test them out, see just how much damage we take. It's going to be thrown off a bit in my expectations because we've had such a massive increase in our base hit points as well. So between my resistances and so on, I just want to see what kind of damage we can take from the electrical guys. So let's go ahead and pick that one up. Alright, so in our inventory we've got our steel knuckles. That's the other thing I did right at the end of last episode. I did upgrade. We've got the ability to create steel knuckles now, so I upgraded to them. Other than that, the rest of the gear is pretty much the same as we've been running around in for a while. I am wearing the raincoat in addition. I've got my canteen, which is 2 doses of tea. I think I'll drink that and refill it. We've got our throwing sticks and grenades, our rollerblades that we switch in and out of, and a big supply of medicine. So I'm assuming the teardrop, it's got an activatable thing. I don't know if I have to activate it in order for it to be used, or if just holding it is enough. We'll find out. Alright, let's drink our tea. And I think I'm just going to dump the last dose out. Unload the tea. Whoops. Unload again. The tea. Pour on the ground. Alright, so let's fill the container. Canteen. Alright, so I've got a canteen of water. We'll need to bring a little bit of food and probably maybe one more thing of water. We won't really have time to stop while I'm roller skating around, so at least I don't usually have time to stop. Let's grab some quick and easy food items. Some meat jerky. Still adjusting to the carnivore status. I've got the gallon jug of tea, but I don't want to carry a gallon jug. Really? I have the slimy beads in there as well? That's not where that goes. Stand here. Bring this back up. Alright, let's get you over to the right pile. And let's look at it this way instead. Don't want MREs. There we go. Bag of meat jerky. I just want quick and easy food I can snack on while we're rollerblading around. And then we'll take, just a bottle of water. And a sports drink. Alright, I think we're good. We're at 14 out of 18 volume. I'm not carrying a backup or an additional backpack. Let's take the other Molly pack. Now we're at 16.8 out of 18. I think that'll be plenty. Actually, if I take my gas mask off, alright, I can still carry it. Awesome. Okay, I think we're good right there. Check back in here. Somebody joined us here recently. Legion. Hey there, Legion. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Alright, let's plan our route here. So we're going to go on a rollerblading trip. I think I'm just going to hit this main street, and we're just going to rollerblade out that way and kind of down these main streets, see what we can see. Hopefully I can get a bunch of it mapped in. I've got binoculars, so I'll have a good view range. What time is it? Yeah, it's 9 in the morning, so we got plenty of time. We'll see how the trip goes. If things start to go wrong, then I'll cut the trip short and we'll just pop back up north and hit our vehicle again. But if things seem to go okay, we're going to escape all the way down into the heart of the city and get it all mapped in so we know what our options are and what locations we're going to try to hit later on. Whether we do it during the day or night will kind of depend. Night raids are obviously better to go into for quick smash and grabs, but if I'm trying to get into gun stores or things like that where I have to saw through the windows or pick doors and have alarms go off, I prefer to do those during the daytime. Just do a brunt, smash my way in, kill everything in the area, and move on. And if I do get electrical immunity, it's going to make my life so much easier to do that, because I get nickel and dime to death by all the electrical damage. So, we'll see. I'm debating leaving my... Nah, I better take the boots with me just in case. So let's get moving. Got the vehicle closed up. I don't need to process anything. Let's get moving. Oh yeah, that electrical thing is causing the smoke. Now I've got smoke inhalation. I forgot about that part. Let's throw the gas mask back on. Alright, well, let's see if that thing confers electrical protection on me, because otherwise it's definitely not worth carrying around. I don't want to have this mask on all the time. I lose my fangs to do that. I'm not sure it's worth the trade-off. Alright, we'll try it this once. We'll see how it goes. But let's take off our steel-toed boots. Wear our rollerblades. Alright, we're still just under. Alright, just checking my movement rates. So I'm walking at 66 points, and I'm running at 33 points. Alright. Here we go. Acid zombie, don't care. It should be just fine. I'm in my rain gear, so the wet's not making me unhappy. Alright, I know. Turn off safe mode. That's not going to be useful for me. I'm not planning on killing anything, really. I'm just going to keep rollerblading unless something really interesting piques my interest. Otherwise, this is mostly a mapping run. So I'm going to keep an eye on my zombie list on the right above the mini-map while I travel. Happily, I'm no longer looking for a mobile meth lab. Glad that quest is done. We had to travel a ridiculously long way to finally locate one of those things. Let's just keep moving. I will spot check ambulances for gear. I think we got a semi turn sideways. Sure, let's pop in and take a look. Energy cola, don't care. Actually, how much gas you got left? 14. I guess we'll turn the engine off. If I can. No controls. Alright, controls have been borked. Can't do anything about that one. There's some zombies. What do we got? Soldiers, shriekers, acid. How are we doing on our map? So we got another couple of roads to go. Or I can go straight south from here. Looks like we've got just about all of the city, but I think there's still some stuff over there. We'll go ahead and do the long route. No, you can't catch me, silly zombies. I'm way, way faster than the zombies. 65 movement points to move a space, combined with 104 movement points to expend each round. As long as I stay on street and sidewalk and hard floors, I can just easily skate around just about everything. Alright, everything's looking pretty standard that way. We're just going to keep on moving. Hello, Mr. Tank. Let's check out the tank status. Good amount of diesel. It's got wheels, it's got diesel and a battery. I think this is drivable if I wanted to have fun in a light tank. Got pretty good condition treads. So yeah, we could take a joyride in the tank. It's got not a lot of battery. It's got some good rounds of ammo as well. Let's make a note of it. Light tank. Drivable. Wouldn't be too hard for us to get back to this if we decided we needed it for something. Right now, though, I'm just going to pass it by. Good to know it's there. Alright, so mapping is going well. What is that? A wasp hive. Alright. Let's dance our way right through the middle of this cluster. House with an attached garage. I always like to know if these have pristine condition vehicles inside. Only 2 times I've seen pristine condition vehicles is security vans outside of jewelry stores occasionally, and those cars that are inside these sealed garages on occasion. I'm curious. Let's hop inside. Goodbye, little kid. Nope, nothing in there. Alright, so we're just gonna... Whoops. No, just smash our way... Whoa! Alright, what did you destroy? God damn little kids. There go my army pants. Oh, and he bit me! That's hilarious! I actually got a bite through. So much for my dancing around everything. That's pretty funny. Alright, lost my pants, and did I drop anything? I think I might have. I can't tell. I think I was just below the limit, so what do I got on my legs now? Absolutely. Oh, I still got my leather pants. So, alright, we're okay. We're gonna keep going. Kind of funny. Okay, so did we actually get hit, or did he miss us? It looks like he missed us that time. Yeah, he didn't get us. I'm actually going to step into the electrical charge because I want to see what the effect is. Yes. Alright, I stepped right into it. I don't see any... None. Now, I might have taken a little bit of damage and it just wasn't enough to affect the bar. But if so, that's awesome. I'm not getting a message though, so I might be getting total immunity from that artifact. No, there, I took damage there. So it's not total immunity. Alright, let's start throwing some sticks at him. I still think we took less than we normally would. And do I want to stick around to kill everything and pulp this guy? Awful lot of zombies in the area. Acid zombie, nothing I care about. I could probably kill everything in the area without too much difficulty. Gotta remember to keep hitting save, so we are having occasional crashing problems that haven't been resolved yet, so I'll be saving pretty often. I definitely need the mask to avoid the smoke inhalation. So as soon as I don't have it, I almost immediately get the smoke effect, which will affect my stamina loss. I mean, I might get enough stamina regen that I don't care, but it just seems a little odd. So we've gotten nickel and dimed a bit for some damage. I want to get enough of a lead I can disinfect that leg. I don't want to cauterize it while I'm out running around. Oops. So let's try to get a little bit of an opening here. I think that will be enough. Then we'll activate. No, can't activate. God damn, now our other leg. I think the dog just did that to me. What the hell? That's weird. It doesn't say this message. This thing is not complete. Yeah, because I'm not getting the bite wound feels really deep. I don't think I was getting the shock values either. Yeah, striking the shocker shocks you, so this message list is not quite the same as what you're seeing on this. So, good to know. Now I got 2 bites. Not an auspicious way to begin this. I've got only 4 doses of disinfectant with me. I think I'll be back long before these convert, so I'm just going to let them sit that way. I will make a note. We'll say 9 o'clock just to be safe is when we took these. Alright, I'm just going to keep moving. They're affecting me a bit, but we're going to ignore them. I love how the smoke blocks my line of sight. Hey there, Kodak. It's hard to tell. So, the electric teardrop is what we're looking at here. This teardrop-shaped stone very weakly shocks you when touched. It's got 1 charge. I've never actually activated the charge, so I don't know what it does with its activatable ability. But we're assuming and suspecting that it's giving me a bit of immunity to shock, but I can't tell how much of it is from the artifact, how much is from my natural resistances from some of my traits. So, and I've also had a really big increase in my base hit points recently from those traits, so I'm trying to get a good feel for just how much things have changed. Alright, we're going to head south. I think I'm going to just head south all the way along this same road, and then we'll cut in down this way. So, Shock Zombie, where are you at, Shock Zombie? I do want to keep an eye on the Shock Zombies. He's back up that way. Acid Zombie in the car. Zombie Master! Where are you at, Zombie Master? God damn Zombie Masters. Alright, hopefully he comes over towards the sidewalk a bit. I'm going to kill every single Zombie Master I get an option to do. Come here, you. Get over here. Come on, get on the sidewalk. There you go. Okay. I don't care about the... Actually, I care about the blob globs. No, I don't care about the blob globs now, because I've dropped my carrying capacity a bit. It's either throw on the molly pack. Nah, blob globs are not important. I've got other ways that I can replace those. We're going to keep moving. Alright, Zombie Brute. Yeah, Zombie Masters are about the only thing that I'm going to pursue specifically to kill. Those things are way too dangerous to let live anywhere near a populated city area. Alright, let's just keep going. We're going to avoid this brute. Oh, ambulance with stuff. Maybe we're not going to avoid the brute. Let's go to run mode. I think I can get in the ambulance and close the door before he gets to me, and then I'll pop out the other door. Alright, what you got for me? Inventory all... disinfectant! And I don't have enough space. I think I'm going to wear the other molly pack. I'm not expecting to get into too many fights, so that'll solve that problem. Alright, so we grab both of those. While I'm in here, let's go ahead and disinfect our legs now that we found that. So, I wonder how long it takes to try to cauterize. Let's try to cauterize real quick. Cauterize. 5. Failed. Cauterize 6. We got number 6, so we got one of them cauterized, so now we'll use the disinfectant on the other one. Inventory, disinfectant, activate on 5. Alright, so we got our wounds taken care of. Only a little bit of pain. Don't have any painkiller action going on, so let's go ahead and take just an aspirin, I think. Then we'll pop out this other door. See you guys. He broke through right as we took off out the other side. Alright, fancy house with a pond out front. Let's keep moving. Looks like a fairly light zombie presence down this way. Security van, security van. Don't care about the gun out front. Might have diamonds in back. I do want to get some diamonds. Always good to have them. Shambling shocker. Where's the shocker? 44 to the east. These guys are gonna... I'm not gonna bother. These guys are gonna delay me too much. Alright, stamina... Whoops, I'm in run mode. Alright, we'll take care of that. My speed's 74 now. I think that's because my stamina dropped. Yeah. Get our stamina all the way back, then we'll get moving again. Alright, we're back down to 60. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! I didn't want to walk into that. Alright, so, double sparkers. Those are the upgraded shock zombies. We got hit twice, and either we are getting some pretty good immunities or something, because that's less damage than I was expecting to take from that kind of a hit. I keep running into these double sparker type setups. These guys are going to be hard for me to kill without getting myself zapped quite a bit. And I'm completely surrounded by the electrical crackle. Double sparkers. This one I'm going to have to think about for a second. Queen wasp in the area. 2 sparkers. Pain is ratcheted up a bit as well. I think I'm going to get away from these guys. I'm not going to try to fight them. Not for this trip. I might activate my wing mode just to get out of here a little bit quicker. To make sure I get out of range before they get another shot off. We're going to have to take at least one more shock as I try to move out of the area of effect. So let's do that. I didn't see a hit from that, so... Alright, now let's go... that one. I'm going to activate the wings. Go to run mode. Alright, 24 points. I'm going to see if I can get enough distance. I'm worried about the diagonals. They got long diagonal shots sometimes. Alright, that should be good enough. Let's turn it off again. It's burning my food and hydration and energy really, really hard while I do that. And let's also turn off the night vision. Don't need that at the moment. Alright, we're going to stay in run mode. I'm much faster than those things are, so we'll just get some distance here. Hopefully we don't run into that too many more times. The hit points / resistances seem to work pretty good there, though. For a double shot from the upgraded shock zombies, that was a relatively light hit. Alright, everything's still looking fine, map-wise. Alright, let's keep moving. I'm still seeing way too many upgraded zombies for the time frame we're in. And I've only got evolution, I think, set at 3, if I remember right. Yeah, I've got the evolution set at 3. That's not that much faster. I shouldn't be seeing so many masters and shock brutes and sparkers and so on wandering around all these city streets. Uh-oh. Alright, we definitely got to go in here. What you got? Tramadol, first aid kits, and bandages. We'll take them all. Don't care about the thermometer. Alright, brute coming, and we do have to make our turn. Let's go... Alright, sparkers are still coming. They're still to the northwest, so those are the same ones. Hello, you. Queen Wasp. Nope. I see the wasp nest up there. I'm not messing with that right now. Fire engine with a ton of equipment. I just don't have a lot of use for any of it now. I've got my firefighter belt and my Halligan bar. I've already got a supply, fairly well supplied, with Kevlar and Nomex. So I'm going to leave that alone, but I am going to note it. And we'll keep moving. Yeah, PKs changes quite a bit of things. I noticed between my different playthroughs that in PKs I can make mutagen with first aid 2 or cooking 3 and first aid 2, but in my standard play without PKs it doesn't give me the option. So there are definitely changes, quite a few of them. Let's see. Let's try, I've got a bit of free space here. I'm going to drop that artifact and pick it up again so we can look at the message on it again. So it's on the ground next to me. If I pick it up, it just says, a cloud of smoke appears, you pick up 1 electric teardrop. Not seeing anything else. Alright, don't see anything dangerous on the list here. Couple grabbers, or grapplers, we'll try to stay away from them. Need to stop running, get my strength back. I'm going to get grabbed by something here. My speed is dropping considerably because my stamina's dropped, so I got to be very careful about that. Alright, got a lot of pain still too. I probably should take a harder painkiller to get rid of that. The negatives are starting to accumulate. I don't want that in the middle of a city. How are we doing? We're going to go down, yeah, basically the next intersection. Then we'll go 2 intersections down and then we'll head south. Let's dodge this way. Kind of cut the gap here. Stay just out of reach of everything as they all collapse in on me. Back to run mode for just a moment. Alright, back to walk mode. Hello, smoke zombie. Yeah, I definitely gotta be careful about my speed. Multiple smoke zombies. Back to run mode again. Back to walk mode again. Alright, stop pushing me up to the edges of my movement area here, guys. Now I'm wishing I had my oxygen pack with me. That took a few more action points than I thought it would. Yep, he grabbed me successfully. I got a little bit of help against that, but he actually grabbed me. Another ambulance. Preferably I'd like to go down one more street and then go south, but jumping into an ambulance just to lose some pursuit might be nice. Except now I got a grabber coming from the other side. also getting fairly deep into the city. I'm going to have to make a decision pretty soon whether to peel back to the north or keep this run up. I'd be a little more comfortable if I wasn't moving slower than I like right now. It's getting a little faster as the pain comes down and the other statuses are affected. Yeah, Kodak, I assumed it was a book necessary that I didn't have for that character, so, because I've got Cooking 8. Alright, still thinking of jumping into this ambulance and jumping out the back, just because I think I could lose a lot of this pursuer. Alright, well that wasn't a good plan. That was a terrible plan. Antibiotics. We'll grab those. Come on. That's all I care about. Let's go back to run mode. Alright, now I lost my other pants. Yeah, 15 antibiotics for a few light hits and losing my pants again, so I'm down to my bare legs now. Yeah, I've got a sheath and a canteen on my legs, that's it. So, I sure seem to be picking on that a lot. But I think I did break away from the crowd pretty well, so I think it was worth it. Alright, now if I'm going to stay on streets, I'm going to have to go south another couple of blocks. Let's take the highway around this. Another ambulance. Nope, stay in walk mode. I lost the pants again. How's my space? Oh yeah, I've got plenty because I got the extra. So let's go ahead and take off the gas mask. Here come my pursuers. Those smoke zombies are pretty quick. I'm going to have to avoid this ambulance, I think. Let's get a peek in the back, though. Oh man, I don't want to avoid this one. Alright, we're going to go into it. Which way am I going to go out afterwards? Probably just straight out to the east and then head south again. These zombies will hopefully pile up along the side and I'll be able to get out the far side with no problem. But let's go run mode to get into this thing. What do we got? Tramadol and... nothing I was too concerned about. Back to walk mode. Hello, bee. Leave me alone, bee. Or wasp. There you go. You guys take on those. That's great. Good job. Uh-oh. Now we got a luxury RV down here. Alright. We got our speed back, though. Pain's gone. Speed's back down to 64, which is great. We just about got our full breath back, so that'll keep dropping a bit. Luxury RV. Water, lots of batteries, so the solar panels are probably in good shape. Security system's broke. Got wheels. It's got a little bit of diesel. And what's faulty? Faulty glow plugs. Shouldn't be a big deal. So this is a fully drivable luxury RV. Alright, let's just keep rolling south. Bit of a pile up here. Let's go... They're set up just about perfect to get somebody in range to nick me. Trying to remember if I have... Oh, alright. I think we'll go this way, then we'll dodge this way. Ooh, then we're going to dodge back up again. Then we're going to go this way, run mode, and try to get through here. There we go. Back to walk mode. Oh, another zombie master. Where are you at, you bastard? God, I hate these things. Ah, crap. He's up and to the right. Much as I'd like to take him out, those ridiculous things. I've seen so many of these things. They're making cities way harder. And I can't afford to backtrack to try to take that guy out. Oh yeah, there's the minimap for you. Sorry. By raising the size of the font so people can read the text a little better on various resolutions and devices, I have to sacrifice how much log room I have versus minimap, so remind me if I forget to switch it back again. Another ambulance that's running with 3 things in the back. We're still not full hit points, but we're still on the first bar of damage. Pretty big mashup of cars that direction. We've got a temple or a cathedral coming up. If I dodge around that way, I can still go around the block. Let's see if we can manage this. I think I might just kill this grappler here. That would be a little easier. No. Damn smoke. It just won't stop. Alright, I'm gonna have to get out of here now. Smoke got me kind of trapped in here unless I go towards them, which is gonna be terrible. Run mode. Stupid smoke. I'm gonna have to pass this one up, I think. Not liking the way the crowd's closing in on me. Back to walk mode. Alright, we got our speed down to 56, so we're back in high speed mode now. I do need to take a moment to find a clear spot and get some food and water in me real quick, just in case I have to activate my wings again. Another security van. Alright, how are we doing north to south? Alright, we're going to hit this next intersection and then go due east and then kind of work our way back up towards the center of town to get it all fully done. Yeah, my ring is the psi shield. So, the Ring of Unknown Shadows, I'm 100% is psi shield. So... Alright, we got Shocker Zombie somewhere again. Where are you at, Shocker? Up in that house that direction, so not a threat that way. Oh, he got us. Youch. Alright, I wasn't expecting this. I'm not sure what threw this. Yes. Alright, we definitely took the shock that time. Our right leg. Oops, and then we just took another one. I really need to go to the east, but I think that's the direction the shock zombie hit me from. Hopefully it's not a brute. Just a regular shock. Let's go to run mode and hope one of these guys doesn't grab me. Can I get out of range before he throws another shock? I think I just got out of range. I'm trying to use the smoke as a screen. Alright, so we got out of that. That was a bit of a rude combo there. Get blinded and then get shocked. Alright, we're pretty deep in the city now. We're a long way away from our car. We have a subway coming up. I'm kind of thinking of maybe popping down into the subway, take a brief rest, and get some food and drink, and maybe bandage up a tiny bit. So we've got a subway right there. If I can get a good lead on some zombies, I think I might pop into there real quick. I think I'll go south of the van and hope there's nothing down here. Alright, that area is looking really clear. It was. Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of zombies right outside the subway. There's the subway right here. I might pull north, try to pull everything up to the north a bit, then go into fast mode and dash down into the subway. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to pull everything up to the north. Ideally, they'll kind of angle up this way. Come on, stupid zombies. I don't like the way they're collapsing in towards me, though. Maybe I'll have to go past them to pull them up and then angle down. Alright. Let's go back to walk mode for a moment. Come on, all you things. Yeah, here comes more damage to my legs. Stamina's dropping. They didn't pull north nearly as fast as I thought they would. I'm just going to rush straight for the stairs. Hopefully I can get down fast enough. Keep anything from following me. I'll just kill whatever comes down after me down here. Alright, back to walk mode. Let's turn on our high night vision. Love it. Good stuff. Suppose I could go down again, but I don't really need to. I'm just going to wait right here for a short bit, get my breath back. If anything does follow me, I'll kill it. God damn it. Take off. Where? Gas mask. Good smoke effect. Alright, looks like we're safe. So we made it into the subway without a problem. Kind of what I was expecting. Yeah, I'm kind of trying to use that smoke effect as a screen on occasion. Shock zombies is really the only thing I care about using it on, but it's kind of nice to have that, I guess. Although, last episode I did have a circumstance where I was on one side of a huge smoker cloud, Shock Brute was on the other side, and they still shot me all the way through the cloud. So because I believe both points were visible, neither of us were actually in the cloud, it still didn't count it as obscuring the line of sight, and it was still able to hit me. That was kind of annoying. Alright, let's get some food and drink. Top up there, maybe put some bandages on. So let's have... Oh, I forgot I should be taking my gin. Have some gin first. And then we'll have some water and... Alright, where did my... Crap. Did I not have the right inventory option selected when I was trying to pick up those food items, apparently? I don't see them. So either they dropped somewhere, or I didn't have my inventory set right when I was transferring items around, which is very possible. I probably just moved them to the wrong pile instead of moving them into my inventory. Alright, so I don't have something to eat. That's not good. That could be very not good. Because I don't have time to scavenge or scrounge while all these zombies are in the area. Do I have cash cards with me? I've got my big cash card, so if I can get to a vending machine, I can buy some candy or some meat sticks and whatever else they'll let me eat as a carnivore from the vending machine. Let's go ahead and pop down one more level just to see what's down there. Any vending machines down here? Got something down here with me. Are those the railroad tracks? I've never really... Railroad tie, rubbles, or railroad tracks. I haven't spent any time down here on the new subway tiles. Alright, nothing down here but the tracks, which I don't plan on using right now. So back up we go. And let's actually bandage up a bit. I got a lot of bandages now, so we'll bandage our right leg. I think beyond that we're probably okay. I'm not going to worry about it. Let's go ahead and head back up. Yeah, it's an ongoing debate, Kodak. Sacrificing gameplay to try to balance firearms is really, really, really hard right now. It's broken. Ranged fire in general is broken. Anything beyond about 6 to 10 squares, you can't even really accomplish, even with a high-end sniper rifle, super skills, and super modded everything on the rifle. You still can't get a decent chance to hit beyond 10 or 12 squares, so no matter what character you're using. So yeah, it's totally broken. I pretty much don't use guns except for shotguns and submachine guns as an oh-crap weapon, and even then I let things close to within 5 squares before I'll open up on them. But I don't even bother trying to use them further than that, really. But it's all a balance thing. It's just a really, there's a lot of complications to it. A lot of players cry about not being able to shoot things at range, but they don't consider that if you can hit something else at range, that means that they can also hit you. And if they'd made the changes players just knee-jerk asked for, there'd be an awful lot of dead players as soon as a bandit showed up with a rifle and shot your head from 15 spaces away. And there'd be a lot of crying about it. So there's just a ton of balance things. It's really not balanced for the long-ranged combat in any way. I don't even try. Alright, here we go back on the surface again. I really need to get out that north door and continue my movement. So let's make sure we're in run mode. I was hoping to hit a vending machine, but I just don't think I can afford to. Actually, I probably can. I got 3 doors I can go out. Does this one look like it's functioning? Not smashed. And I think there's some in the other corners as well. Let's see. Cash card, yay! What can I eat out of this? Probably almost nothing. Yeah, I was hoping for something with some meat in it. I don't think it's going to let me eat any of this stuff. That one other one's broken. I'm in the dark here, so the zombies can't see me. That's why they're not pouring in after me.